We are very, very excited. First of all, thanks for everybody coming. Appreciate it. And we're very, very excited, I guess, to be the 12th team in the 125-year history of Tulane University to qualify for a bowl game. So this will be the first time since 2002 that a Tulane team has ventured outside the state of Louisiana to play in a bowl game. I'll admit it, I was a little bit partial to trying to get in that Cure Bowl. I think it's an excellent bowl. There's a lot of things that for our young men to be able to do during the time that we're going to be there. I think we've got a lot of alums from that area of the state of Florida. I think that'll be neat as well, and hopefully we'll have a lot of people travel down from New Orleans and around the state of Florida and all over the country to celebrate the university and the football program going to a bowl game. So we're pumped up about it. I'll open it up for questions.
How did that process play out? Among the bowls and the bowl eligible teams, how did it play out over the last day or two?
I've really kind of had our athletic director, Troy Dannon, handle everything, and he's talked with our representatives from our conference, Scott Draper in particular, and just was unsure exactly what was going to happen, and we wanted to wait till we had all the T's crossed and I's dotted. ESPN is a big player in where you go as well. So they kind of had to wait for some of the games to get finished to decide exactly what was going to happen. We had a pretty good idea that this was the bowl we were going to have the opportunity to go to, and it ended up working out. So I was really happy with this option.
What are your thoughts on being kind of an in-state opponent with ULL?
Yeah, I think, I know Coach Napier a little bit. We did some camps this summer with him, and he's done a super job with their program. We played them a few years ago, and I think Tulane played them in a bowl game the last time they played in a bowl, I believe. And so, yeah, it'll be a real good opponent.
Coach, how's the energy been around the program this last 8 days? I mean, the kids were dancing off the field 8 days ago. I got to believe that the practice this week has been a little different there, extra pep there, knowing that they're playing for something late in December.
Yeah, they're very excited. We had a great practice Saturday. It was neat because we had a bunch of recruits in, and they were able to watch us practice, which is a bonus, that we haven't had the last couple of years. But they're very, very excited. It's, for all the hard work you put in, you want them to have this type of opportunity. And I especially feel good for our seniors. They've really invested a lot in Tulane University, and in particular the football program. This is a big deal for those guys, along with the coaches, the administration, the fans. We've got a lot of loyal fans, and they've stayed with us, and they want to see this type of success, and we got the program going in the right direction, and we need to go down there and play well.
Oh, you let go your long-term offensive coordinator. Who's going to run the show for this bowl game?
Our interim offensive coordinator for this game will be Alex Atkins, and he's going to work in collaboration with the other offensive coaches, and so this will be a little unique. Coach Roos did a great job for us. Unfortunately, we've decided to go in a different direction, and but Alex will do an excellent job.
Are you going to? Obviously, you can't install anything with so much a short period of time. In the spring, is the offense going to look similar to what you had at Sam Houston, Georgia Southern Tulane? Are you open to a coordinator that does something different?
We're open to, I always want to have a strong run game. That's always going to be a part of our offense. I think the teams that win big have got good running attacks, so we're certainly going to emphasize that. But we're also going to make some changes, and there's going to be some things we're going to do a little bit differently. And, that's going to be, my job to find the right guy based on interviews and past successes that guys have had, and we'll get somebody really good in here.
Are you looking for something specific, sort of scheme-wise? I mean, are you looking for a guy who runs X offense well? I mean, do you have that in mind?
A little bit. There's, right now we've got, bowl preparation. We've got recruiting, and also looking right now for an offensive coordinator. And I've been, a bunch of people have applied for this position, and it's a good problem to have, because I'm trying to, really try to work it with 4, 5, 6 guys. But I've been really happy with the people that have applied, and I think when you hire someone, I think you have a vision as a head coach. Unless you're the guy that's specifically calling it, but you have a vision that you want the guy to be able to do for you, and so. But I also think I'm open to new ideas, and so I'm sure I'll hear some good ideas and then make a good decision about the direction that we're going to go in.
There's a timetable to the hiring.
I'm hoping we get it done, sooner rather than later, but I also want to make sure we're doing a good job with recruiting and bowl prep, and I don't want that to take away from me being around here. It's hard to be in 3 different places.
Does it change how you recruit a little bit, depending on what kind of offense you run? I mean, obviously different kids are,
Yeah,
what I mean?
the big thing in recruiting is you got to replenish at the positions where you're losing guys, and also you're hoping to elevate the type of player that we've been recruiting. We feel like we've done that every year that we've been here, and we want to continue to keep doing that. But most offenses that I've been around that have been pretty good have got big, tall, fast, physical guys. So we're gonna try to have those dudes.
Logistically,
I'm not trying to be a wise guy. We want good athletes. I want to be a 50-50 team. I'm not looking to, we're not all of a sudden going to become air raid and throw it 65 times a game and all that kind of stuff. We're not going to do that. But, I'm open to tempo. I'm open for I still want to incorporate some option element into our offense. But I'm really, this is a great opportunity for me to learn more football. I love getting in these interviews and hearing these things, and when you get a bunch of good guys, it's a hard decision, and I hope it's a very difficult decision.
logistically, the fact that this bowl game is earlier, how much will that help?
I think it'll help us. Yeah, I do think that'll help us. And then the other part we got too that we're having to juggle is, we got finals. So this is our last week of classes. Then we begin finals a week from Monday, but we're leaving for the game on Wednesday. So we've got to, do a whole lot of things. And I've played in a lot of bowl games, but they haven't been where you left this early. And a lot of them been playoff games, which are completely different.
Alex Atkins is someone you kind of moved up in.
Yeah, Alex is our assistant head coach. He coaches our offensive line. I think he's chomping at the bit. He's never had an opportunity to call plays before in a game, and this will give him some really good experience as well. And I'm sure he's going to take some suggestions from our other offensive staff along with the head coach.
On the subject of recruiting, what has the finish of this season done for the response that you've gotten out there as you go out recruiting? What does the bowl game falling the weekend before the early period, how does that adjust any kind of recruiting schedule? Significant changes now?
Yeah, normally you'd have a weekend, that weekend, the 14th, 15th, 16th of December. Now we're not going to be able to do that. That's okay. We've got 25 scholarships that we have available, and I think we'll sign 25 guys during that early signing period. If we don't, it might be 1 or 2 guys that we sign in the February signing period. But we've gotten really good response to our season. I think people around the country understand. Number one, I think we had the 12th most difficult schedule in the country. We played some really good people, and number two, I think they're beginning to understand the level of play in the American Conference. It's a really a competitive conference from top to bottom. We've got a bunch of great teams. I wish UCF would have had an opportunity to make it in the Final Four. I don't know what they ended up. Have they figured that out yet? Eighth. Yeah. Because they've done a great job this season. We've got a lot of good teams in this league. So kids are starting to understand that. And then when you combine that, with the academics here at Tulane and also the city of New Orleans, you got a lot to recruit towards.
Then on that subject, since you mentioned UCF, they're playing LSU in the Fiesta Bowl. For fans who haven't had a chance, I know you didn't play them, but obviously you've seen them on film, what the LSU faithful can expect from UCLA?
They're a good team. They're I remember when I played them my first year, I was very impressed with the athletes they had. Tall, long, fast. They're really only a couple of years removed from winning 12 or 13 games, I think, when we played them the year before. I don't know what happened that year before. They didn't have a very good season, but and then Coach Frost did a great job, and he's handed the baton to Coach Heupel. He's done a super job, and I know that Coach Ed and his staff are going to do a great job with preparation, but they got a good ball club they're going to be playing.
It's always important to win, but winning the bowl game will be the difference between having a winning record.
Yeah.
How important is it?
It's a big deal. I talked to our guys about that, and I told them that, getting prepared for this game and playing the very best we can and winning the game, that's first, and then it's second, then it's third, then it's fourth, then it's fifth. Having a good time is, that's down here, so we want to go out and represent Tulane University in our conference the right way, and I believe it's 5 winning seasons the last 36 years here at Tulane. So we want to make it 6.
You all has a pretty strong run game. How do you feel like that matches up? Yes.
Yeah, they do. They've got some good backs, and I got a chance to watch a little bit of their game yesterday. Yeah, they're you got to defend both against them. Look, I'll be honest with you, I haven't watched a whole lot of tape on them. Just found out for sure we were playing them, but I know a team that plays for the Sun Belt Conference Championship is a good ball club.
Anything else for Coach?
Hey, thanks for coming out. Appreciate it.